What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode, Tapped In Podcast. I am your host, Aimlessly, but happy to be back. It's been a little minute. This is like a historic episode because this is the first official episode under Tapped In Productions. Cue the round of applause. I don't have that on my computer. First official joint under Tapped In Productions, which is something new that Talasia and I started, and we're excited. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Tapped In Productions, we got some stuff coming soon. I appreciate everybody that has reached out, showed love. We kind of, I guess, been underground, I guess you could say. Just taking care of other stuff, doing what we got to do on our end. We have a couple episodes. Well, for those that don't know, we have 2 podcasts now. So, Head in the Clouds, Tapped In Podcast. So we have those 2. We have a couple episodes for both, I believe. We just haven't put them out yet. And I know people have been waiting. People have been hitting me up asking, yo, what's up? Where's the Tapped In episodes? What's going on? Who's going to be on next? What y'all got going on? List goes on. And we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all wanting to know what's up. But just know that we're working. We working. As always, God is good. God is faithful. We are blessed. I think that right now, this is a weird time because kind of making a transition, and one that has happened very quickly, and there's still a lot of uncertainty. I'll just put it that way. But today's episode really is just focusing on kind of like the journey, the unknown of life. For so long you have your own plans. And I guess I'll put this in the most objective way. I won't make this solely about myself, even though I am transitioning. Let me say I'm transitioning out of state because that can take on a life of its own, those words. But no, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm cool, y'all. What the? I'm transitioning out of state, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Even though I'm prepared, I feel like we talked about it. I feel like my time has come to an end here. I didn't know it was going to be this soon. But, life has a way of working. God has a way of working. And I know whatever comes next from this, I'll be able to take something. I'll be able to grow from it, right? So whether it's good or bad, whether it's what I expected or not, I know that I'm going to be able to get something out of it. I just don't know what it is yet. And that's what makes me nervous. That's what kind of scares me a little bit, because even though I have faith in God to know that whatever happens, He's got me, I don't know what that's going to look like. So that's the scary part. But, we have these plans. And I'm sure most of you, if you're tapping in with me, there's something inside of you that wants to go to another level. There's something inside of you that wants to tap in and become a better you. And, we have these goals. And, one of my goals is to inspire, right? I want to inspire. I want to motivate. I want to be there for people that really don't have, that know their own way, to give them some sort of direction. And even with that direction, right? Like, I have plans, I have things that I want to do. But, at the very height of it all, God is in control, and it's already been written. So now I'm just trying to do my best that I can do to stay in line with what he has. And that process is scary. You don't really know what's on the other side, even when opportunities present themselves. You know, you have your plan, you move forward with it, something opens up to where you can go and do what, you know, that thing that you feel like you're called or feel like you have that passion to do. And you ever feel like, yo, like, this is everything I wanted. It's finally here. And then you're just indifferent about it because you don't know. It's like you work so hard for your plan to unfold or to get to a certain step. And now something has presented itself for you to get to that step, potentially, and you really don't know how to respond to it. I don't know. That's my biggest phrase over the past 3 to 4 weeks. Like, I don't know. Me and my conversations with God, I don't know. I don't know. I have faith. I'm believing that you are going to make a way out of no way, which seems like there's no way. But I genuinely do not know. And I need you. I need you to come in and give me peace. I need that peace. I need to know that everything is going to be okay with my next move. And I know people are going to be listening to this and then be like, yo, like, what are you talking about? What next move? And that's for a later date. Like, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it soon. I was talking to one of my coworkers and she was like, you know, we were talking about what's going on. And she's like, what is, you know, it's awesome that what you have going on. And they were just asking me questions about it. And, you know, she goes, you know, how do you feel? And I'm like, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it because it happened so quick. Like, I haven't really thought about it. But then I'm like, yo, like, it's so, she's like, you know, tell me about it. And it's like, yo, like, honestly, I can't tell you anything right now because the story is still being written. We're still in this process. We're still on this journey. And I feel like life is a huge journey. Like, you never get to a destination. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like always more. Like, you reach a certain point and you're like, all right, well, what's next? What else do I have to do to maintain this? You know what I'm saying? To keep going, to move up, to build up, to give back. You know, what is next? What do I have to do? And my story is still being written. And it's like, I don't know. It's funny because it's already written, but it's like, I'm still writing it, if that makes sense. That makes sense, T? Like, I have a way of, I can choose my way or God's way. All right. And there's a way that is right, God's way. And then there's a way that I think is right. And I mean, at this point, I don't think my ways are right. That's why I need God to come in and do a work. But I'm in this place where it's like, okay, I want him to come in and fill. I want him to come in and fill. And I know that we all are on our own journey. We're in our own process. And, you know, I was talking to a few people the other day and, you know, it's scary. It is scary. But, you know, with faith and knowing that God has got you, no matter what, no matter where you go, he's got you. And, you know, my thing is like now I know that, you know, because it can be hard to be 100% sure, you know, even through prayer, even through all these different things, like it's hard to be 100% sure that you got it right. And I know that even if I get it wrong, that I'm going to be okay. God's got me. Like, I'm going to be fine. in the fact that something will come of this. I don't know what it's going to be, but something will come of this. So yeah, we transitioning out of state. Getting out, moving out. Didn't think it was going to happen this fast. I'm almost done with my master's program. I'm still trying to connect with people. I'm still trying to build with people. But, you know, I feel like there's always, there comes a time where you have to go back underground, if that makes sense. Got to get your roots rooted. Got to go back and, you know, into the soil and get a little dirty and, you know, get after it. Because we only see the finished product. We see the flower. We see things, you know, bloom in the sun, and it looks good, and, you know, that's when you pay most attention to it. But even flowers have an expiration date. You know, they die. We want to make sure that what we're doing has life well past, you know, us being here on this earth. So, you know, there comes that time where you gotta, you know, we've been out here, we've been putting out episodes, we've been, you know, putting out feelers, we've been doing all these different things, we've been creating, you know, and now I think it's time to embrace the journey a little more. Embrace the journey a little more. Go back underground. Work on what we got to work on. Because we have so much. We have so much. And this is not like the last episode or anything, right? Because this is like, we just started Tapped In Productions. Like, this is the first episode under Tapped In Productions. We're not stopping. But, you know, I feel like when God tells you to be still, when he gives you vision, you know, it may not be for everybody to see immediately from you. We talked about it earlier. Sometimes God got to create that path, right? He's got to put other things in place so that the vision that he gave you, when it's time, he can just part that Red Sea. It's already open. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's open, and all you got to do is walk through it. I feel like that's what you're doing right now. And, you know, there's been so much that I think about, even through my process of, you know, the highs and the lows. You know, I have so much that I know wherever I go next, whatever I have experienced, whatever I've gone through was for a reason. And that part excites me because it's like, yo, this could take on a life of its own. It could open up so many, you know, different doors. And I think I'm ready for it. But, you know, this is a weird place. And I didn't know. Talasia was like, yo, you better get it together. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. Because really it's like, it's been this thing where it's like, yo, the whole podcast thing. Yo, when you actually start stuff, because like I said, it comes down to maintaining it. When you start stuff and you have this vision, right? You want to do something. So I had the vision of making a podcast, going over names, going over what I want to talk about, what I want it to be about, you know what I'm saying, what the purpose of it is. And then, you know, you actually do it. You start it, right? It's easy to talk about it. This is what I want to do. It sounds good. Then you start it up, right? God pairs me with someone like Talasia to keep the vision going. And that's great. And then that comes with maintaining it, having to continue to stay dedicated and faithful to the work. Doing things that you don't really want to do. Like, I don't like social media. Going on social media, following people so they can follow back. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting up different posts. Like, I'm not really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that I really enjoy doing. I don't like to do. But, getting outside your comfort zone to maintain something that, that you have put together, maintain something that can reach people. And then you get to a point where it's like, how much more do I do? What's next? And that's why I think that, for me at first, I saw it as a place where I could bring other people on and have people talk about themselves, their story, what they got going on, their process, their journey. So we all could be filled. We all could be inspired. It could lift people up. People that don't know what to do next. People that are still in this limbo stage of starting something or not. Someone that needs that extra push. That's what I wanted this to be about. But then it ended up being, I had some people on, but it ended up me being on here like this, just rambling. Something that I never was comfortable with doing because of so many different reasons. I didn't like my voice. I was scared of messing up, scared of saying the wrong things, not being politically correct. Obviously talking about, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, is not the most appealing subject or topic to many people. And then, to even talk about real life things and then bring Jesus into it to bring things full circle is not ideal. But when you look at, when I look at my life, when I look at my journey, my process, I know that is what's got me through. That has brought me to this place where I am today. And it keeps taking me, to different levels. It keeps opening up doors. It gives me vision, places the right people in my life. Gives me discernment to know who's good for me, who's not, without getting in too deep. There's all these different things, but, now it's like, okay, I feel like I'm in a place where I've done my rant. I've gotten things off, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten things off my chest. Don't get it twisted. There's always something that's happening in the world that's just y'all tripping. I need to talk about this. But because I've been, kind of disconnected, I've been in the dark, getting after it, taking care of what I gotta take care of, especially preparing for this transition. I don't know, you need that time, you need that place where you're just, you're focused on yourself, you're focused on what God has for you. So then, when he lifts you up, when he raises you up, when you break through that ground, he gets the glory, he gets the honor, because it's where was this at? You know what I'm saying? People saw this podcast and was like, where'd this come from? I didn't know you liked podcasts. I didn't know you wanted to do a podcast. I didn't even know you were like this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know you thought this way, or I didn't know you, you liked public speaking. I feel like this has opened me up to public speaking. Just coming down here to Florida, I've been on different committees and different things, and I've held certain events, and I've had to speak in front of people. Wasn't my most favorite thing to do. I didn't ever want to do it. And I feel like this has opened me up to that. But there's so much more to be done. The process, the journey of it all. Like I told my coworker, it's still being written. We still working. The story is not over yet. We are going to tell it one day. And we'll even give you bits and pieces as the time moves forward. But your process, where are you at right now? Where are you currently at? Where you come from? Take a step back to even look at what you come from, where how'd you get here? I take a look back on all the things that I've been through, and my journey to just Florida at the age of 25. You could have been anywhere else, but God made a way. Could have been anywhere else. Things could have taken you out, but God, He made a way. And we were talking about earlier. We have the audacity because we don't give him the credit that he deserves. We don't give him the credit. And you look at, just go back, reflect. Pause this for a second. Reflect. Take a minute to just see where you come from. See the plans that you have. See the things that have opened you up to new possibilities, new ideas, new thoughts. I don't think if I come down here that I start this podcast. I don't think, like right now, like during the time that we started, I don't think if I started the podcast somewhere else, I would have the visuals to go along with it. Talasia and I would not have met if I didn't come down here. I would not have experienced and met the people that I've met down here that have helped me grow. That have lifted me up and encouraged me and gave me new insight on life, new insight on myself as a person. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a thank you. Because my process, those that are along this journey, life is something else. Like everything that that you encounter, all the people you encounter along the way, it's like a thank you. I don't even look down on anybody in my journey, because it's like, for some odd reason I needed that. Even if it was bad, like I needed that to build me up, to help somebody else out, you know what I'm saying? To give them a testimony so their faith could be built up, to see like, hey, like I went through this too, you can get through it. And I think as we continue to grow, as we continue to move forward with what we're doing, whether it's through podcasts, film, sports, law, education, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, we're going to continue to build ourselves up in faith, and we're going to continue to spread the light that God has given us in the way that, it is written for us to do so. I'm excited. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm excited for this next move. I've been kind of like, I ain't really excited. But, I'm not excited about the move itself. I'm excited about what it's going to do to build me up, what it's going to do for my growth. That's what I'm most excited about. And I think that, if you don't get anything from this, when you look at your own life, it's not necessarily about your next step or your plan to move forward, because plans don't always go as we see them. My plans have not always gone as I have seen them, but I have learned to embrace the journey and then learn to embrace the unknown on the other side. Because I know that whatever's on that other side, my God uses all things for good. So even if I go to this other side and it's not what I thought it was going to be, it's going to build me up. It's going to pull me closer to Him. It's going to give me what I need to take me in to the place that I need to go to, which is God's will. So that's what I'm excited about. For those that keep asking me, are you excited about it? Are you, I'm sure you're like, how's your family feel? And yeah. I was like, We ready. We ready. Ready for this next move. As ready as anyone can be without knowing. As ready as anyone could be without knowing. And we're going in with faith. We're going in with faith. So, first episode under Tapped In Productions. We got a lot of great things coming along the way. So many great ideas that I'm excited about. I'm excited to see how those things unfold, especially as we continue to grow. Our ideas continue to grow. Man, it's just I'm envisioning it now as I'm talking, and it's just like it's crazy to me, and I look forward to it, man. I'm really excited about where Tapped In Productions goes. I'm excited for y'all to see it, because what we're doing now is just a glimpse, right, of the future. And remember, there's nothing new under the sun, but we have a great idea. It's gonna change. It's gonna change the whole dynamic. Oh man, what you think? It's gonna shift some things. And we feel led to do it, and we're gonna do it, and it's gonna pop. That's why I'm not even worried about what happens next, because it's like, yo, this is what's on my heart. It's gonna pop. It's gonna do what it need to do. The podcast, it's gonna do what it need to do. We just coming on here and doing what we love to do. This is fun. Getting on a mic and talking. Never thought I would do it, but it's fun. I enjoy it at this point. So, first episode on the Tapped In Productions. Tomorrow, Valentine's Day. Say you love somebody or something. Do what y'all do on Valentine's Day. Spread love.
Don't be bitter.
Yeah, if you don't got nobody, stop being bitter. Nah, I'm kidding. But really though, don't be bitter. Tell somebody you love them. If you got loved ones in your life, I don't really like the whole holiday thing, because, and I know a lot of people, you weird, you don't like, but, I feel like this is something that should be an everyday thing, because life is short. We really don't know it is like that. It goes so quick. And, when you lose somebody, it kind of puts things into perspective. So, use tomorrow as a reminder. February 14th, Valentine's Day, as a reminder. Use it to cherish the people that are in your life, and to spread as much love as possible while you are here, because that is what we are designed and created to be and do. That is love. LUV. You'll get it later. So we out. Tapped In Podcast. Another one. I love y'all. Stay blessed.